What is up, everybody? It's Cobes here, and today I am back with a Fortnite video. In today's video, we're going over a bunch of different Season 5 theories. I'm so excited to talk about this and also to see what's going to happen in Season 5. I may make an updated video about this. If you guys have any interesting theories, leave like a detailed description of exactly what you're thinking in the comment section, because I will read about them and I may make another video probably a couple days before, and I'll make my final prediction. But what I don't think any of the leaks that have been posted on Reddit, leaks in quotation marks, or any theories posted on Reddit are necessarily going to be true. I think Fortnite could do something completely different, and that's probably my prediction. It's going to be something completely wild and different than anyone else is predicting right now. But I want to go over some of your different predictions that you tweeted at me, and if you guys want to follow any of these people, make sure to do it. Drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, guys. This is going to be insane regardless of what ends up happening. I hope it is. I hope it's not lackluster, because I think people will be pissed off. So there's leaks of the next season being like dinosaurs and pirates in Egypt and stuff. So I'm confident that the crack in the sky is not a dome, and it's a time portal that will bring back old stuff into Fortnite. There's leaks of Lonely Lodge becoming Jurassic Jungle, dinosaurs, and the motel becoming Wild West, and outdoor soccer fields becoming the Egyptian landscapes, and Moisty Mire becoming Pirates Point. So I think this could be an interesting idea. I don't know if it's big enough. It's a big enough change for Fortnite, really, if I'm just being completely honest. I know this is a lot of changes, but honestly, these locations, they aren't locations I would land at basically ever. Maybe in the start of Season 5, I'll land here just to check them out. But a couple of weeks after that, you know, I'd probably get bored of landing at the very edge of the map, unless tons and tons of people were still going there. And I would probably go back to Tilted, go back to Pleasant, go back to Retail, and just get into fights there. Because honestly, I like getting into gun battles early, so having all this happen, it would be cool at the beginning, but I think people would just, you know, start landing at the locations they landed at, you know, in this season. So I think, honestly, all this happening, it sounds like too much of a clusterfuck in my opinion. I think one of these things could happen across like the whole map, maybe a dinosaur theme, or a Wild West theme, or an Egyptian theme, or a pirate theme. But I think all these happening at once is just a little bit too much. You're going a little bit too overboard. I still like the idea behind it, but let's move on to the next theory. So my favorite theory and the next theory is from Lil Toenail. You know what? Why not? My theory is that the Visitor is a time traveler, and he teleported to the Fortnite world on accident. The meteor is his portal, so I can definitely see that being some sort of portal. Maybe he, you know, was time traveling, he accidentally got stuck here, and as Lil Toenail says, so he makes the rocket to try to leave, but it doesn't go as planned because Fortnite has an atmosphere which protects them from different dimensions. And all of a sudden, the Visitor broke the atmosphere, and then we're going to see a bunch of stuff seeping into the Fortnite world. See, I really like this because it would like add new updates each week. Maybe one update will be huge. The first update, a bunch of shit will seep through the atmosphere. Maybe some old timely stuff, maybe some futuristic stuff. See, this kind of gives credence to the other theory. Maybe certain things will seep through. Maybe a jungle theme will seep through with dinosaurs. Maybe the Egyptian theme will seep through the next week. Maybe, you know, an old western town will seep through the next week. So this does give credence to the first theory, but they don't necessarily need to be connected. So I think this could possibly happen. Maybe new additions to Fortnite, new locations will be added. But I also think new locations isn't necessary for the update necessarily. No, I'm lying. I definitely think we're gonna get some sort of new locations or a new map in like its entirety. We're gonna have to wait and see. I really would love to see a new map, but I really like this idea that the Visitor came here on accident through his teleporter, and his teleporter wasn't working. So then he had to make a rocket. And his rocket, you know, he thought for sure it was gonna just go straight through the atmosphere, but he tried to go through the atmosphere on the left side, the right side, through Loot Lake. He tried to go in every single direction, but it just was not working because the atmosphere was blocking him. And then eventually he went straight up into the air. He exploded, or I don't know exactly what happened to him. Maybe he seeped through actually. Maybe his rocket went through, but now he created this this portal for other beings, other dimensions to seep through into Fortnite. I'd love to see that. That's a pretty cool theory in my opinion. That's my favorite by far. The next theory we're going to talk about is from @accounts_exists. So my prediction for season 5 is that the rocket caused a distortion in time and space. Therefore, time portals appeared around the map, swallowing stuff like the tomato head. They will remove the most irrelevant places on the map, or places nobody lands in, to add better places so more people won't just land at Tilted Towers, Dusty Divot, and Pleasant Park, etc. The time portals will bring stuff from the past, the present, and the future, not just old stuff. So this is an interesting theory, but I don't know if I give too much credence to this theory, to be honest, because we do have those like time portals, whatever you want to call them. We have those fucking portals that are sucking up different things, and one landed in Retail Row, which is definitely very popular. So I could see them taking out Retail Row. I doubt they're gonna take out Tilted Towers or Pleasant Park, since I think those are the two most poppin' places. Dusty Divot, they're definitely gonna change something about that. We'll see what happens to it though. But I do like this theory. I think it does make sense. You know, those portals have to do something, right? And they are landing in pretty obscure places for the most part, like Motel, Lonely Lodge. I don't know if any are in Moisty Mire, but there are probably some other places around the map that not many people land at, and maybe, you know, we'll get some new locations in place of those locations. Maybe the portals will suck up those horrible locations and bring in stuff from the past, the present, and the future, just like he said. We'll have to wait and see. Honestly, for me, I think they could bring in stuff from just the future, just the present, or just the past. That's just my personal opinion, but a pretty fun idea. The next theory is from Garrett Nice. So he says the crack is a time portal, and we go back to the OG map. That's an interesting theory, which honestly I don't think could happen, but I do think this is interesting enough to talk about. And then every week we go through how the map evolved. And then when we get back, it'll be a futuristic world. The theme will be history to start, and then it'll move towards modern, or what I think, futuristic. This sounds like an interesting theory. So we start of season 5, it's just the OG map. And then week after week, we go through how the map evolved. So, you know, eventually we'll get to Tilted Towers and that update. And then eventually we'll get to Dusty Divot. And then eventually we're going to get into a futuristic, like fully evolved map at the end of the season. I think that could be awesome. I really hope that happens. That way they could start out, you know, releasing historical theme skins, and then eventually release maybe futuristic skins. That would be a cool idea. I like it. Or modern skins from his point of view. We'll have to wait and see, guys. This is definitely an interesting theory. I like it. You know, that's why I talked about it. So our next theory is from Joe. He says Battle Pass will be pirate and explorer themed. I think tier 100 skin will be something like Captain Jack Sparrow, and tier 1 could be something like Indiana Jones and Bear Grylls. Something along those lines, he says. So that's definitely an interesting theory. I don't know how realistic that is. Like, I know they're not going to do it exactly like Jack Sparrow. They'll probably do it something like Valor compared to Wonder Woman. You know, Valor, you can tell she's similar to Wonder Woman, but not similar enough where they can get copyrighted. I think they could do that. That sounds like an interesting theory. Also, I think the map will be changed drastically, and we will see locations from history like pyramids, a pirate cove, and jungle. So this is kind of like the first theory. This is something that's been, you know, talked about, spread around. I think people give too much credit to these Reddit posts. I don't think they hold as much validity as you may be giving them. So I think overall this is another interesting theory. I don't think this one will happen, to be honest, but I don't know, guys. I'm just not one to like believe someone that just posts something on Reddit that sounds interesting. I don't believe in that. I think it's going to be something completely different. These are all just ideas, though. These are all ideas. I think Fortnite's going to do something completely off the wall that no one predicted. Maybe even boats that we can travel across water in. I can't wait for season 5. I can't wait either, Joe. Interesting idea. I like the concept for the skins. Captain Jack Sparrow would be a nasty ass concept. We'll see though. And then Bear Grylls would be pretty funny to see in Fortnite, but we'll have to wait and see. So our last theory is from Kevin. My prediction for season 5 is that most of the map is going to get destroyed and other parts will be modified. I think the portals destroying things are a sign that those parts of the map will be destroyed, and I think Dusty will be almost fixed all the way. So do you think it's going to be the same Dusty Depot as we had? Or do you think it's just going to be like flat plains? What do you guys think it is? Like, I think it's going to be something completely different. I don't think it's going to revert back to the old Dusty Divot, or Dusty Depot rather. I also think something will happen involving space or monsters and aliens, because one of the detectives have a Leviathan footprint on it. If you guys didn't know, the clue finder does have a Leviathan footprint on the back bling, and that goes with the Nora skin, which is a detective skin, the all black one. So I think that could happen. We'll have to wait and see. And the Leviathan is in the shop currently. It's also weird that in the shop currently, as of 7/5/18, the Planetary Probe, Leviathan, and Global Axe are in the shop. The Global Axe could represent the world, and the Leviathan and Planetary Probe could represent the aliens or creatures taking over. I think the rocket launch created a crack in the sky, meaning other things from other places or space can now enter the Fortnite world and possibly take it over. This all makes sense because there were theories that there would be a Leviathan game mode, and now Leviathan is in the shop. I don't think the battle pass will have anything to really do with the storyline at all, but I think the map will totally be different and the old locations will be destroyed and new ones will appear. These are all my theories. I hope this makes the video. That sounds like an interesting theory because maybe we got it all wrong. Maybe Fortnite tricked us and the Leviathan won't actually be a game mode, but it's kind of hinting towards what will happen in season 5. So thank you, Kevin, for your theory. If you want to go follow him, his is KK Reg REG3. KKREG or J3. Sorry. KKREJ3. I'm sorry about that. But thank you guys for all your different theories. Leave them in the comment section. I love going over these. Honestly, I think the one that I like the most is still Lil Toenail. That's my favorite. It makes sense. But I also don't know if I want it to be one big change, kind of like how Tilted Towers was in that update with all the different locations, or if I want it to happen over time. I honestly don't know. I'm just excited to see it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.